It's week 6 of the 2029 season, and we'll see the Bears leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bears and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they have things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Back to Robinson now on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Bates' kick is good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Bullard. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bullard. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd and 5. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Bullard. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner. Long converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Caught out left side by Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. There's a nice move. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head. So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback. Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because
that's caught at the 25. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range. That.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Bullard. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Inside the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Throwing to start the drive. Bullard is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bullard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Bullard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bullard. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And caught by London. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Hurts to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brown goes in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Bates' kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Bullard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle here to Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Hurts looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze from 19 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll throw now on the final play. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Bengals off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And that one all tied. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Bullard. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. from the 34-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Bullard. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now it's the backup Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. In motion left comes Brown. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. On the give, here's Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Bates' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears now ready to take over again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. For the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. To throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now Prescott. That's caught by Tucker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Touchdown, Bears! From 3 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Prescott from the gun. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And caught by London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Bulldozes past him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Falcons.
Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. quick slant to Brown. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Falcons first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Gervon Dexter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Falcons.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.